So now the piston is executing the compression stroke. At the same time, so the valve is also closing. Now the valve has completely closed, right? So there is a definite reason, specific reason for this. So one may think that okay, when the valve is opened, how the compression can happen, right? So the point here is actually, so during the entire suction stroke, since the valve is open, so there is a air fuel mixture which is, the air which is flowing into the cylinder, right? So even though the piston has started moving upwards, so because of the inertia, so the air will continue to flow into the cylinder. So in order to get advantage of that, in order to get more volumetric efficiency, this is provided like this. So that is, the inlet valve is closed well into the compression stroke only, right? So now the compression is complete. So during the compression stroke, right, I know that the air is fully compressed, and in a diesel engine, the fuel has to be injected towards the compression stroke to make it auto ignition, right? So for that, so there is a fuel injection pump is there, right? So the fuel is taken from the fuel tank. So there is a fuel filter is there, right? So the fuel filter, from the fuel filter, the fuel goes to the fuel injection pump. So this is the fuel injection pump. So where is the plunger is there. This plunger is again operated by the camshaft of the engine, right? And so this plunger, when it is going downwards, so that is, there will be a suction created on the top of the plunger. So it will take fuel from the fuel tank through the fuel filter, and when the plunger goes upwards, so when the plunger goes upwards, so then the fuel over there here will be pressurized, and the fuel will be injected. So this is high pressure line. From the fuel injection pump, it goes to the fuel injector. So the fuel injector is also mounted on the cylinder head. So where you have a nozzle, a spring loaded nozzle. So from the nozzle, the fuel is sprayed inside the combustion chamber. So this is the fuel nozzle tip will be somewhere here, which sprays the thing. So during the compression stroke, so that means this, when you will be marking the fuel injection opening. So when the piston is moving upwards towards the end of the compression stroke, my fuel injection start. Yeah. So now you see that this plunger goes upwards, right? When it starts moving upwards, right? So you need to mark here fuel injection opening, right? So on continued rotation, so this fuel injection is happening. The fuel injection is happening when it goes to the topmost position. So that means whatever the fuel that is taken over there will be completely injected over there. So when you want to mark the fuel injection opening, when this plunger just begins to move upwards, and the fuel injection stopping position will be when the upward movement is stopped. When the upward movement is stopped, the fuel injection is stopped, right? So again, when it is coming down, again suction is happening. So that you should not mark. When it is about to go up, that is fuel injection beginning. When at the top, when it goes to the topmost position, that is my fuel injection is closing, right? So then comes the exhaust stroke. So the exhaust stroke also, you have to find the exhaust valve opening and the exhaust valve closing. As I said, so this is my inlet valve. So opposite to that, my exhaust valve will be there. So you can just see only behind this, right? So when you continue to rotate this, you find that, so at one particular position, my exhaust valve will begin to open. See now it is exhaust valve is open. So this is compression. Yeah. So So the same way you can just look here when this the exhaust valve is when this goes upwards, right? So at that point you can make the so now it goes upwards, right? So that means this is my exhaust valve opening position, right? So when the movement has completely stopped, so then I can mark this as exhaust valve closing. So correspondingly, you make a point over here and you mark exhaust valve opening and exhaust valve closing. Right? So then with respect to the dead center, you need to measure the angle and the position, whether it is happening before or after, you have to mark it. And since here the entire cycle is completed in 2 rotations of the crankshaft, you need to draw 2 spirals, right? So like this. So here I can mark TDC, here I can mark BDC. So you have to mark, so this will be 180 degrees where suction will be happening. Next there will be compression stroke, then there will be power stroke, and there will be exhaust stroke. So this corresponds to suction, this corresponds to compression, and this corresponds to power stroke, and this corresponds to exhaust stroke. So in this diagram you need to mark, suppose this is my inlet valve opening. So inlet valve opening after TDC some degrees. So here you need to mark inlet valve opening, and we find that the inlet valve is closing somewhere well into the compression stroke. Here I need to mark the inlet valve closing, and towards the end of the compression stroke somewhere closer to TDC, here my fuel injection will be beginning, and somewhere during the power stroke here my fuel injection will be closing. And then so this is the power stroke, and here you may find that during either before or after you'll find that here my exhaust valve will be opening, and not generally the exhaust valve will be closing closer to TDC. Maybe after TDC my exhaust valve will be closing. So all these things you need to